Do you know what makes financial compounding successful? It's structure and asset allocation. It's a very important principle in the application of financial compounding and money management. One bad allocation decision can destroy 10 years of compounding. Today, I'm going to show you how to prevent that using the simple three-bucket system we can use to create real financial freedom. In the last video, we talked about compounding and how reinvesting profits builds wealth over time. We used the example of triplexes and duplexes. Our tenants will pay our mortgage and property taxes. Property values will increase with time. The loan balance will shrink. That's the power of compounding combined with discipline. Also, we talked about saving 20% of income. If you can't save 20%, work extra hours, start a side job, or when you get a raise, don't increase expenses. Simple formula: save, then invest, and then reinvest the gains. But here is the big question. When do we enjoy life if we keep saving, investing, and reinvesting? Then when do we travel? When do we buy nice things, give to charities? That's where asset allocation comes in. Over the past few decades, I have learned that success in business is less about hard work and more about mindset, habits, discipline, and emotional strength. That's why I have created a webinar for people who want to start a business or early business owners who are struggling to scale. In the webinar, I share the core principles, practical lessons, and the key qualities I have consistently seen in successful people, along with guidance to help you build clarity and move forward with confidence. If you feel you need personalized direction, you can book a meeting with me directly through my website. Whether you are interested in building a gas station, a retail center, real estate or rental business, construction or land development project, I can help you evaluate what suits you the best and share ideas on how to scale wisely. Now, back to the asset allocation. There is a popular idea amongst some motivational speakers: raise your standard, make success normal. The idea is simple. If our mind decides that luxury is our standard and it becomes our normal, then our mind will figure out how to afford it and get it. So if you are buying a watch, buy a Rolex. If you are booking a ticket, fly first class. Stay in expensive resorts, drive nice cars, eat in fine restaurants. The theory says once something becomes our normal, our mind will push us to get it. For example, if you are used to driving a car and someone takes it away and tells you to take the bus, your mind will work hard to get another car and will find a way to get it. Because having a car became your standard. But there are people who have been taking the bus for the last 10 years and their mind is not doing anything to get a car, as it is their standard or normal. However, here is the problem. We all know people who raise their standards and end up broke. So how do we know when to upgrade our lifestyle and when to delay gratification? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Johnny Depp, Nicolas Cage, Michael Jackson made hundreds of millions of dollars and still went bankrupt. These were not ordinary earners. The problem wasn't income. The problem was lack of structure and asset allocation. Even financial compounding without money allocation can disappear. So how do we know when to spend and when to save? That is the confusing part. This is where the three-bucket asset allocation system comes in. Asset allocation simply means dividing your money into categories with purpose. I divide everything into three buckets: security bucket, growth bucket, and dream bucket. So number one, security bucket is foundation. This is safety, stability, sleep at night money. The examples would be paid off home, retirement accounts like IRA, 401k, rental properties with stable cash flow, index funds. It's low risk, slow growth, but high protection. This bucket protects your future. Second is growth bucket. This is where you take calculated risks. Examples would be individual stocks, small businesses like gas stations, restaurants. This is high risk and high reward. This bucket builds wealth faster. but it must be built on top of security. Third is dream bucket. This bucket has no financial return. The examples would be vacations, luxury cars, watches, fine dining, charity. This is enjoyment money, but most people fill this bucket first. That's the mistake. Most people do this: dream bucket first, growth, and then security. I suggest the opposite: security bucket, growth bucket, and then dream bucket. Here is the system: save 20% of your income. In the beginning, put 100% into security bucket. Set a goal, for example, $1 million in security bucket. When security bucket reaches 10% of the goal, 90% of the savings will go into security bucket and 10% into growth bucket. When security bucket reaches 20%, then 80% goes into security bucket and 20% into growth bucket. Eventually, once security is strong, 100% of the new savings go into growth bucket. Here is the powerful part. When growth produces profits, 66% reinvest into growth bucket and 33 goes into dream bucket. Now we can absolutely travel, stay in resorts, buy nice cars, wear great watches, eat at fine restaurants, give generously. But we are spending from the 33% profits of the growth bucket that goes into the dream bucket, not from survival money. That's financial maturity. If we fill the dream bucket too early, we won't have anything to fill the security and growth buckets. But if we build the security bucket first, our lifestyle is funded by assets, not income. That is real financial freedom. Just do it from the strength, not from impulse. Follow compounding, use asset allocation, take calculated risks, build security first. That's how you raise your standard permanently. Before we end, thank you for watching till the end. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe the channel. It really helps us continue sharing practical business knowledge and real experiences with you.